Hi guys, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be playing with some things that I've had in my stash because you know it's Wednesday, so it's Dash Your Cash, use your stash day. And so I am over here fighting with my chair. Just bear with me for a second. There we go. I need it taller when I record than I use it for when I'm just sitting in it. So anyway, okay, so what I did was I was trying to think of things that we could play with, and I was telling somebody today, you know, doing this channel makes it kind of hard not to dig into the little hidden treasures you have in your stash that you totally forget that you've got. You know, I'm running into stuff and going, oh, I could use that. Oh, I could use that. I have never touched those, or you know. But today I sat down and played for a little while and thought I would come along and show you guys what I did. I made these fun, I think they're cute, little patchwork tabs and journal cards. And then these are made from they both have washi tape, but these also have cloth. And I used the chiffon rolls because I was just dying to play with them again. But you can use any cloth you want, you know, and your washi tape. And then I cut them out, glued them to cardstock, you know, and cut them out as journal cards and tags, and then sewed them. Yeah, so, and I got excited because I used a stitch I've never used on paper before, and it actually worked. And it kind of looks like one of my stamps that I have. I was thinking, you know, I've got those stamps and they don't all have zigzag or straight stitch. They've got like all these weird stitches. So I thought I'd give it a try, and it worked. So yeah, so I've got some of those. And I thought I'd just get on here and show you guys. Now, one thing I did notice, if you're going to use washi tape, lay down some glue. I did not lay down any glue, and even though it's sewn down, in this middle section I see is bubbling just a little bit. You know how washi tape can be. So if you're going to do these, I would advise to use, you know, a little bit of glue on the washi. But yeah, so there's what I got. I'll show them all to you here. There we go. And it's just, what happened was when I first started doing junk journals, I had gone online, and you know, like all of us do, at first I started with boxes and packaging and things that, you know, I knew that I had around the house. And then little by little, as I got involved with it and saw other videos and saw people, I noticed different things they used. So I went online and I started shopping and buying things, you know. And one of the things I bought were these came off of Amazon. They were like $7 or something like that. And there's 3 sizes, and I can't pick it up, it's stuck. There's 3 different sizes, and I'm sure there's some of you out there who have these in your stash. And I've never really used them too much. I have a few pieces from when I first started where I used them as a backdrop, but for the most part, they've just been in my way. And so I decided to pull them out and go to town. And I made the little patchwork collage with them, and then I put some sticky some washi tape down with them and did the stitching, and they look pretty cute. They look almost like a quilt. So yeah, I thought, you know what, I'm going to show you guys what I did, and if you want to join along, you can. I just thought it was kind of easy because they're already shaped, you know, they're square, they're straight edge, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you don't have to tear them, you don't have to cut them down, just put them on in whatever way you want them. And because you're going to cut it up anyway, unless you're going to do it as, say, a journal cover, then of course you'd want to be a little more careful. I'm just over here dropping paper. You'd want to be a little more careful in how you put them together. But yeah, if you're going to be cutting them down like I did, it's kind of fun because it's the collage thing where you can go to town and you know it's going to look awesome when you're done. So now what I did was earlier, I did it on this paper, okay, and I laid them out, you know, just on this paper, and then glued the pieces to the cardstock after the fact. Now I'm wondering if I should just glue them directly to the cardstock. I was just using my paper, and I cut it down to 8.5 by 11 so it would fit the cardstock. But now that I'm looking, I'm thinking, you know, I don't know if I really necessarily need to use this paper, because I was going to glue it down first this time anyway, and then it would be attached, and then build them on that. I think I will, just because they seem to stick really well to this paper, this thin painter's masking paper that I got. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue the paper down to this. And you know what? I'm going to try it straight on there. I'm not going to use this paper. I am changing my mind. It is our prerogative as women. So instead of laying them out piece by piece like I did last time, I am wetting down this paper real good with my glue stick, and I am just going to start building. Okay, so this is what I did earlier, but I did it in a much slower process because I was going piece by piece by piece by piece, you know what I mean? And I kind of want to get these laid on here quicker with you guys with me, so I'm just going to go for it here. And I didn't really you know, pay a whole lot of attention to what I was doing as far as like, oh, is it matchy at all? And it ended up turning out pretty cute. So I don't think you really, if you're going to use something like these papers, I don't really think that you have to worry too much. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the base, and then I'm going to come back in and put some of the smaller pieces down, covering the gaps and giving it that patchwork quilty look. But this is just a little bit quicker. Yeah, this one I haven't used. This is just a little bit quicker than I did before, I think. We'll see how it works. I haven't tried it this way. So I could end up regretting what I'm doing. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's see. I was looking for more florals. I kind of liked the way the florals turned out. I thought it was cute, so. Okay. See, because once I start laying these out, I have to put it directly onto the paper as well, so that I get the glue on the whole thing. Oh, I like that one. Let's see. Okay. I wanted to make this part as painless as possible for you guys, because I know collaging is, you know, it's fun, but when you're just sitting there watching, it can be boring, and I understand that. So, let's see, we'll use this green here. I have it. I know it probably seems like I'm being haphazard, but I'm actually doing this particular way on purpose. So now I'm going to pull, let's see, I'm going to do one more long one in the center here, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do one more there. And then I'm going to start laying down the smaller pieces in a more individual manner on top to give you that blocked, you know, kind of quilt, the little quilty look. It looked pretty cute when I was done with the first one. I was like, okay, you know, I liked it. Okay, these are kind of fun. They've got words on them. I haven't looked through these in forever. I'm going to use one of these pieces as a glue page. I really like this paper though. I've been building, I've been doing like collaging, and I've been doing building, what do you call it, strips on it and stuff, and it's, yeah, it works good. I liked it. So. And just try to get your corners as straight as possible. Let's see. I'm going to cut this one down. All right. Ooh. So how's everybody doing today? I'm doing okay. I did not record yesterday, and actually took a little time to play with the computer and ended up starting to understand. Some of you are probably going to be like, what? You didn't know how to use that? You know, I have not learned how to use like Photoshop, Canva, you know, because like I told you before, I have a computer issue, and my computer's fine. It's just, it couldn't handle Photoshop. And so yesterday I decided to try the free trial of Canva, because, you know, Canva, you're going from their site and it's not downloading onto your computer, you know. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if it works on my system. And guess what, you guys? It did. My computer did not freak out, and I was able to actually create some pretty pages. So I'm like excited, because if I keep playing with it and getting better at it, here soon I will have some more I don't even want to use the word professional digitals on my shop, but just more of what's in my head, you know, the things that I keep thinking about creating and can't. So yeah, so I was pretty stoked. So that's what I played with yesterday. Are any of you like Canva pros or Photoshop professionals that you could train me? I laugh, but it's kind of serious. I worked with a computer for, you know, 20 years, but I did not work with Photoshop. I worked with Adobe Pro, you know, doing my docs and stuff, but, you know, doing Adobe Docs and everything. But yeah, I did not use Photoshop, and so it is a whole new ball of wax for me. And Canva, you know, at first I actually had tried it. Gosh, I think it was probably, I don't know, maybe about 8 or 9 months ago. And I don't know why, but at the time I didn't like it. I was just like, I don't like this, you know, and so I got off of there and I didn't do it again. And yesterday when I got on, I was kind of like, okay, this isn't so bad. This is not so bad. I'm not hating this. And the more I played with it, I went online and looked up a few videos and, you know, played as they talked and kind of learned how to do a couple of things. And so then I was like, all right, I can do this. And so sure enough, I actually created a couple of pages that aren't horrible. So I am not yet ready to show what I created, but I showed my husband. He thought they were pretty. Of course, he doesn't really know what we do. So, okay, I'm going to show them to you guys just because I trust you guys. And here's one of them. Okay, let me see. Can you see? And it's got 3 layers of different photos on it. It's got writing, and then there's this one, which is, I went a little too light, but it says prayer warrior, and it's got praying hands on a Bible, and then flowers, and a script, like back over here in the corner, there's wording. And then I did this one. I thought that one was pretty. And these are all practice, keep in mind. And then I did this one. And let's see if I can pull it out a little bit so you can see her. It says eternally loved. And I added the flowers around the edgings, and yeah. So that's my little first attempts at working with Canva. So I hope you don't hate them. Anyway. So we'll see. Now by the time this video airs, I may actually have worked something out to the point where I feel confident enough to post something on Etsy. Who knows? Who knows? I do kind of, I love practicing with stuff and working with things and learning. So you never know. I might I might end up figuring it out. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping. I wanted to kind of work on, I have different ideas about, like, prayer journal type digitals. I mean, I have different ideas that I've thought of through the last year, and I don't see a lot of digitals that have the stuff I've thought of. Not that I don't see a lot of wonderful digitals, because I do. And I've purchased quite a few and been very blessed by the talent of the artists. But the things that I've kind of thought about, I haven't really seen. And so, yeah. So those are kind of what I'm thinking about working on. So, yeah. Hopefully it'll work out, because I really do want to. When I first started doing journals, that was like one of the very first things I wanted to do. That I told my husband, I was like, I want to design digitals. And he said, okay, you know, you should do it, babe. And of course, you know, then we had the fiascos with the computers. So that's the reason I've not actually done it yet. Oh, look at these. I forgot these were in here. These are so cute. I did use these. Okay, I'm going to put these little babies on here. They're adorable. Or this little baby. I think it's the same little girl in each picture. But yeah, anyway, so he encouraged me right away, of course. And then we tried, and it just didn't pan out. And I've been waiting all this time, you know. And there's so many amazingly gifted artists in our field of junk journal that, you know, there's been so many wonderful digitals to use and utilize for my junk journals that and my memory books, my prayer books, you know. So yeah, it's been cool. but I would love it if I could be a part of that. So yeah, that's kind of one of my dreams. Does anybody else out there have, like, I don't know, a dream of what you'd like to be doing in this field? I mean, do you have hopes to do junk journal? I mean, do Etsy or Digi's, or do you sell your stuff? Do you already have a shop? If you do, let me know the name of it. Let us know in the comments if you've got a shop. That'd be awesome. Don't feel like you can't promote yourself on my channel or in my, seriously, I mean that. On our group, I have on there, because it's a pre-written thing they've got, you know, don't self-promote. They're just talking about don't be selfish, you know, give more than you get, you know. But when it comes to promoting your Etsy shop or your business, I do not have an issue sharing with you guys, okay? So please, if you have a channel, put it in the comments. If you have an Etsy shop, put that in the comments so that your fellow family members here can see it, because that would be incredible to be able to see what you're doing. I want to know about it. Whenever I look at your names and you comment, if I think you might have a channel by the name of your, you know, your moniker on YouTube, I jump over and see. And if you do, I subscribe, because I want to support you, and I want to watch your videos, and I want to see what you're doing. So yeah. Anyway, so here's our first one. See, that was pretty painless. I think it was pretty quick, and that is just a matter of, you know, gluing it down to your board, and then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to try to, as evenly as possible, trim the edges off here. But I think it's pretty cute. And here's the thing, it's just like I said, it's like any collage. And I figured something out this morning, you guys, and I just reminded myself to tell you. I would rather, if it's a background that I'm going to break down, I would rather the collage come out acceptable, but not so beautiful that I don't want to cut it up. I have a tendency to struggle with cutting up my collages because I think they're so pretty as a whole. And that's fine if I'm going to use the collage as a cover on a journal, or if I'm going to use it like as I did with another project I had. I did a wood box. I converted a wooden cigar box, you know, and on that one I did some beautiful collaging, and that was fine. It was exceptional, I thought, and I loved it. But I wasn't going to cut it down. Now when I look at this, I go, it's cute. It's not beautiful, it's not perfect, whatever. But once I cut it down, it's going to come, you know, out and look kind of adorable because it's pieces of the picture, you know, and there's just something about pieces of the picture that are so nice. So yeah, that's our first collage. I hope you like it. This one says, I don't know where home is, but I'm on my way. I thought that was cute. But I just had to have these little girls on here this time. I totally forgot they were even in the bunch. Okay, so now I'm gonna just straighten these up mildly here and get them out of my way because I need this area for our next stash your cash, use your stash project. And that is with our tape and our washi tape and our cloth. And like I said, you do not have to use these strips I'm using. I'm using them because I have been dying to play with them. And so that's why I'm using them. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to grab something real quick. I told you guys about this cloth the other day and I used it in a video. I'm just dying to use this. I cannot wait. I think this is going to be the cloth for my next grungy journal. Look at that. It just, ugh. Do you ever look at stuff and go, I just love it? Yeah, that's me with this cloth. Anyway, what I was just going to say is I think I'm going to go ahead and tear a couple of strips off. Get them as even as I can. Sometimes I get my strips really even and other times not so much. But I was thinking that, yeah, I just need the one because, yeah, that'll be plenty. I was thinking this would look good with these chiffons here. Let's see. See? I think it looks pretty with the ivory and the beige. So yeah, so now on this next part, you're gonna get your, and again, I did it on this paper. Now I'm thinking it would be fine to just do it straight to my cardstock, so I'm just gonna use my cardstock. Seems to have worked great with this, so, and then after I'm done, we'll go ahead and lay out our washi tape, okay? I didn't do any yet. I'm gonna do it, but not yet. Now with this one, what I discovered earlier, and I think I'm going to do it again because it seemed to work out better for me, was, oh, you know what? I'm going to do what I told you guys and cover this first in some glue because otherwise it's probably going to fight with me. So what I'm going to do, because I noticed that it was just, I was having to struggle getting the tape down where I wanted it if I did the tape after I did the material. So I know I'm going to put 3 strips of material, okay? And I'm going to have tape, material, tape, material, tape, material, tape, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down some tape first, but I'm going to leave a wide enough gap for my material to go down onto the paper. But I'm not really worried if it also covers the tape in places. I don't really care about that. Okay? Because it was just hard to, I like those little fringy ends, And it just, I was thinking to myself as I was doing it, next time you are just going to cover this first with your tape, and then you'll worry about your material. Now, because I know approximately where I'm going to put my material, I am kind of making my washi, that one looks uneven. I need to stand up and look at this, sorry. I am making my washi kind of about an inch apart, and that way the material can have space to lay down but still cover on both sides of it. Okay, and then let's see. I'm looking at all these and seeing which one I want to use. I think I'll use this one next. Oof. Okay. And I'm just going to lay this down as evenly as I can. Yeah, it's going to hold a lot better with that glue. It's holding fine. I just think over time, you know, washi tape can't be trusted. And yeah, we all know. Anybody who uses it knows what I'm talking about. It can be. I have got a line there and I can't get it out. There we go. Okay. All right, and what's another one here? Just want one more. Do this. Oopsie. Gosh, you know, it was funny yesterday not doing a video. I actually missed you guys, and right before Courtney was going to come home, I was thinking, you know, I could do one. I could still fit one in, and it was late, and I thought, okay, just calm, just chill out. But I know I know who I'm talking to. You know, you guys, that's what I was talking about. The perspective from being on this side of the channel now is that it's funny, when I drove for Uber, I felt that way too. It changed my perspective when I became a driver as opposed to a passenger. And now I understand, you know, for the most part, we get to know you guys on your comments and things like that, and it's very, very cool, and and it's a huge blessing, and we know who we're talking to, you know, like I can picture you guys now, and I see your pictures, and then some of you have joined the Facebook group, and it's just amazing because we're there together and we're becoming friends, you know. I mean, we're not just me on my channel and you guys at home watching, you know. It's becoming personal, and yeah, it's very cool. It's very, very cool. When I wake up in the morning and I see posts from you guys, and there's just certain ones of you who have repeatedly posted that I know you now, and I'm like, oh, it's this person, it's that person, you know. I get excited. I do. I really do. I love it. Do you think I should do peach with this? Would that look bad? I don't know. I kind of like it. I'm going to do it. It looks good with the washi. I think that's probably... Okay. And you know, like I said, this is not anything that's like, ooh, wow, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's cute, but when we cut it up and we do it as a backdrop, you know, again, me and my backgrounds, right? Miss Background over here. When we do that part of it, it's going to look awesome. So, yeah. I haven't used this one yet. It's still tied up. I think we're going to do this one now. Oh, yeah. There we go. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. Don't want to waste it. I'm thinking, should I straighten this a little bit? There we go. All right, maybe I should do Is that too much of that in the middle? I don't know though, once it's cut up, like I said, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna change. Or should I just, I think I'll just leave. I think I'll leave. And then what I did was I just went underneath and kind of made sure that my fabric on the edges was down for the most part. Yeah, I really liked this this project, and it's a good way, like I said, to use up stuff that we have that is just sitting there being beautiful and in a box, you know, or in a drawer or whatever the case may be. We all have stuff like that, I think. Unless we're brand new, we all know what I'm talking about, you know. That's why I thought that Save Your Cash, Shop Your Stash Day would be a good thing. So far, I went off a little bit, but so far I've been able to think of stuff each week. My husband, he told me last night, he goes, I don't even know how you guys come up with a new idea every day. He said, it shocks me that you're able to do that. And I was laughing. I said, yeah, it's kind of shocking to me too. I say that the Lord is helping me because honestly, I don't have this many ideas. I love Inspire Me Day because it gives me an excuse to get on there and like go, okay, I'm going to remake somebody else's idea. Today's my day that I can relax. I don't have to think too much about it. Just which one do I want to do? And he was asking me about that, and I was explaining to him. I said, you know, when you do this crafting, you're always looking for new videos to watch on collaging or on snippets or, you know, pockets or whatever. You're always looking for a new person's perspective or a new way on the same thing, a new take on the same thing. And I said, so doesn't really matter if we remake somebody else's work because we're not remaking their work. We're never going to be able to remake their work. It's always going to be new. It's always going to be fun. Oh, I really kind of like this without even touching it. What do you guys think? I think it's the color scheme. I like the colors. So, yeah. But we're going to touch it. We are going to cut this baby up. This is the hard part. Okay, so then this is 8.5. I'm thinking I want to do like a belly band. I haven't been doing belly bands. I wonder if my cutter would cut this. I'm sure I will find out right now. And there's probably going to be somebody out there going, no, it won't work. It's cloth, but I have to try because I've never tried. And it's pretty sharp. So I'm thinking belly band. Yay. And what I'm really thinking is that worked. I'm so excited. Okay, so I can just chop this puppy up, you know? I don't have to, yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of journal cards. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll trim this one. Make sure it's even. These will be more even than my other set. Okay, and then let's do a couple. You know what? I'm going to do one that is a pocket. I've meant to do this and I haven't. I usually do journal cards and tags, but I was thinking that it'd be fun to just have like a pocket. And for me, you know, a pocket, like, and you've seen everybody do it, a pocket can be just a strip of paper glued to the bottom on 3 sides. And there you have a pocket, right? I'm going to trim that just a hair because that went off a little bit. Yeah, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to make one of these into a pocket. That's what that's going to be. And then these two can be tags. Okay. I really like this one. But that was my thing. I didn't want, I was saying about, was creating something that's so pretty that you just don't even have the heart to tear it up. You don't have the heart to break it down. And I have run into that. I'm trying to find a good spot for my cutter. I've run into that so many times. How many of you have? Where you make a collage and it's beautiful and you just don't have the heart to mess with it, you know? That's me, a lot. So yeah, I was thinking to myself that it sounds kind of strange to say, but I'd almost rather make something that's not quite as beautiful as, you know, on the initial turnout, to turn around and be able to know that once I add things to it, it's going to be gorgeous, and that it wouldn't bother me to cut it up. Okay, so we have these. Oh, I should have, that's true. I should have cut this down as well. So that's what we're gonna do, okay? Real quick, it's right here. All right. I don't want to cut that little girl in half. I don't mind cutting the card though, the postcard part of it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, that'll be a belly band. And then I will do, I'm gonna come over to this part. And, oh, I don't want to cut the words. I have a plan here, guys. Just trust me. I have a plan. This one's going to be boring, huh? Well, I can go down a little further because I want to make 2 of these tags, and then this one can be a pocket, and then this can be like a, oh gosh, that's too skinny, huh? I don't want to cut the little girl in half. There we go. I'll just trim. Okay. So we have, this can be like a skinny tag. And this one. And I'm kind of using the line here. I don't know how well it's working, but we'll see, won't we? They look pretty even. That one could go off a little bit more. There we go. Not bad. I've never done that before, but they didn't come out bad at all. This one's a little off. Let's try this one more time. Just a nick right there. Yeah. There we go. All right, and then I said this one would be, this one will be a journaling. Those will be 2 journaling cards. Just one's going to be more square than the other. Okay. All right, there. Now they're all chopped down, and let's take a look at our work here real quick and see what we ended up with. This one's going to need to be trimmed off just a touch because it's going to be a belly band, and I don't need my belly band to be quite that tall, so I'm going to tear that down a little bit. Okay. I have got a messy board here, don't I? Look at that. Can you tell I've been gluing and stuff? Okay, so there's a journal card. This is going to be a belly band. I think I'll probably put this on a firmer, I mean, it might stiffen up a little bit more though once it's on, or once it's dried completely. It is still a little bit wet. And then this one too is going to be a belly band, so we don't need that to be that tall. Go ahead and trim that down. I think that should do it. Okay, and then we've got a tag, and a tag, and a tall skinny tag, very skinny tag. This guy, I think, can be a tag. Oh, did I say this was my, I think I just cut my pocket. That's too funny. Oh well, I tried. I tried. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was going to be my pocket. Funny. I really like the way that this batch came out, like a lot. This can be my pocket. I like that. So I'm going to round these corners so that I remember that it's done. Because once I've rounded the corners, I'm finished for the most part, except for sewing it. Okay. All right, and then, oh, this one could be a pretty pocket too. Maybe I'll make 2 pockets. Or, nah, it's fine. I start overthinking. I'll keep you guys too long. I don't want to do that. I really like these. Do you guys like these? These are going to be so pretty decorated. I can't wait. Okay, and then this one's going to be a journal card. My little corner cutter's been very busy this morning. I'm going to have to punch it with some foil and sharpen it up a little bit. Okay. There we go. And this definitely has to get rounded off because it is going to be a journaling card. Yeah, so what do you guys think? I mean, aren't they're so cute, right? I mean, they're just like this little quilt. I love it. And it's a great way to use the those little papers up if you have stuff like that, or any papers, you know, scraps even. You could use scraps and do this. I just thought of the patchwork, kind of the quilty look, because of the fact that I thought of that because of the flowers and, you know, the patterns that were on them. And that's what made me go, oh, you know what, that would be a really, really cute pattern for a quilt on a card. So I think probably the video, now I know this doesn't cut through the cloth, but what it does do is cut the card behind it, and then I can trim the cloth around that. Anyway, what I was going to say is that I know that the video will probably be called something like Patchwork Quilt, you know, journaling cards, or, you know, ephemera. It'll have that in there somewhere because they really remind me of quilts. Now these don't, of course, but. So yeah, that's our cards. So I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to do a little sewing, and then I will be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. I realized I started to sew these and realized we didn't put any washi tape on them. So I wanted to come on really quick and grab a couple of pieces here for fun. Just wanted you to, you know, get to see what I did with these. So the first one, like I said before, I put that on before I had cut it up. This time I decided to try doing the tape after I cut it up, so I could kind of place the tape where I want it exactly on my oops, it stuck to my finger, exactly on my cut pieces. So, and I didn't want you guys to miss out on what I did, so I jumped back on real quick, and then I'll finish sewing them, and then we'll decorate one, okay? I am liking this project more than I thought I would, to be honest. I really wasn't too sure when I started, but now I'm kind of like, huh, not bad. It's not bad. Let's do words. If I keep using my washi tape like this, I'm going to have to buy some new. Like I really need new. My husband would laugh at that. He already thinks I have a ton, which is kind of funny to us. We're like, what? We don't have a ton. He never even knew what washi tape was, of course, before he met me, or before I started doing this. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to put like 2 different types crisscrossing each other. I kind of like that look. I think it's pretty. yeah, so I really like this one, so I'm going to put some of this on the, and it goes with those flowers, huh? Should I turn it like that? Yeah. So I'm going to go like that. Okay. And I just use the finger smush method, as our Pam says. If you have never heard Pamela on Paper Outpost, she, I believe, calls that the finger smush method. There we go. Okay. And what should crisscross that one? This one's cute. It has coffee on it. And it kind of matches the color scheme. So let's do that. If running the economy off the cliff makes you money. That's what that says. I think I'll do this section. Yeah, right there. So I'm going to cut. And smush. My fingers are so sticky. I know I say that a lot. It's because my fingers are always so sticky. Okay. Oh, that's cute. I don't think I'll put any crisscross on these, only because they already have washi on them. They're made from washi. These did not, so that's why I'm doing these ones here. What's this one got? Oh yeah, let's use this. This one's pretty. Now this one's also wider, so I'm not so sure that this finger smush method is going to work for me as well. A little more awkward. A little bit. I hope you guys like these. Honestly, I didn't really know if I would like them too much, and now I love them. I know I'm covering up what that says, but it's okay. Now that I have gotten a chance to see them full blown and, you know, filled out and everything, or sewn together, and, you know, and all the pieces put into place, I really like them a lot more than I thought I would, so that's good, right? Let's see. That piece kind of, I don't think this one goes as well. Let's see here. Let me see. Which one? What's this? Oh, it's just like a background. That's kind of cool. Not what I want, but kind of cool. I think I will use these words. If I can find the edge. There it is. I found it. Okay. Alright. I don't want to take any chance of covering her up, so that's why I went all the way up to the top with this one. Okay, and we still have a few minutes to decorate one when I'm done sewing. You know what I think, kids? I'm gonna sew these or a couple of these, and probably decorate one of these, and then I will probably finish my sewing off at a later time. So I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So, sewing. That took me a minute. Okay, let's choose one to decorate. I have no idea how I want to decorate these. Here's how they turned out. This one I did a couple of them with different stitches just to see. I've never done that. I thought it'd be fun. And this stitch I used, I was thinking about how this one has the straight and then this stitch. I was thinking about my stamps, and how I have all these different stitches. Like I said, I think I said that earlier. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to try some different stitches. So I did that on these, and I like it. I think it's cute. And then I even, like I said, tried to do, I did a zigzag, and then I did that one up the center. This is going to be a belly band. And I'm going to glue probably, these still feel flimsy to me, and it's funny because this cardstock is really thick, so I'm kind of surprised that it feels this thin. But anyway, I'm going to grab a couple of my favorites here to decorate. And I was thinking, where am I going to use all these patchwork ones? And I didn't sew these yet, but I will. There's only like 4 of them I didn't sew. But I was thinking, you know what? I could use those because here, eventually, probably during the fall, I'm going to do like a farm journal with a farm theme. My husband had bought me some beautiful Brewster fabric, and then I bought some really pretty fabric, so I thought, you know what, I'll probably use these patchwork type ones, the journal cards and stuff and tags in that journal, because that would look really cute. So yeah, so now let's see here, what do we have to use? I did not grab anything other than this ribbon. I thought looked pretty because it's got the purple, it's got the gold, the copper, and these colors in here. So I was thinking I'm going to do it on this one because this one's got a few of its strings are a little more messed up, but I was thinking this would look really pretty on here. I hope I am right. Okay, this is the correct side, so I'm just gonna run. I hope I have enough. I mean, I have enough of it, but I hope I have enough in one piece. I cut this piece, and I'm gonna do that little thing that I like, where it's kind of squished up. Oh, look at that! It's actually kind of doing it for me. Remember what I said the other day? If you watched the video the other day, I was talking about how it always moves for Tina when she pushes with her fingernail, and for me, it's like it goes and it will. It's actually kind of doing it. Not beautifully, but you know what? I like that look, so that's okay. It's okay. Let's see here. I just thought this was kind of pretty with this, with the combination of colors that's on this card. So yeah, I ended up liking this project a lot more than I thought I would. I sure hope you guys enjoyed it. If you stuck with me to the end, thank you so much. I always appreciate it. I know that it's hard. There's so many videos to watch, so many channels, and so many people. And once I subscribe to somebody's channel, even if I don't get to visit it all the time, I will not unsubscribe just because I'm like that. I want to keep my support there, you know, even if I don't get to visit them. But I consider it such, when you guys tell me that you actually stay with me or that you're binge watching my channel when you could be watching Natasha or Gail or Tina or Pam or, you know, Barbara, Joy, or all of them. I just can't even put into words how much that humbles me and makes me feel special. Thank you, honestly, because I know there is so much, not just on YouTube, in life, to, you know, to distract us and to know that you're hanging out with me. Yeah, kind of makes me say, wow. I told my husband, you know, I talk about you guys to my husband. When you message me and you guys say things and stuff, I tell him, you know, be praying for this person, or, you know, this person told me this, and, you know, and I always, you know, let him know to be thinking about you guys. Now, see, isn't that cute? I like that. I might have to do it again on the other one, but right now I'm going to stay focused. But yeah, I tell him, you know, about you guys and how much I love you and how much you mean to me. And you know, it blesses him as well to know that there's so many people out there who are hanging with me, and yeah, it's special, you guys. It really is. I used to hear Tina talk about how much, you know, it meant to her, and try to explain how much it meant to her for the people that have been so supportive and been so kind, and I always knew she meant what she was saying, and it always blessed me to hear her. And now I understand the depth of that feeling more than ever. Yeah. So anyway, I'm looking here for something that will match this background somewhat. And what this, it's definitely speaking, you know, vintage to me, the tapes I've used and stuff. But I just want to make sure and pull the right person in for this card. I like her, but I'm not sure. I wish I could hear y'all telling me what you think, because I know some of you are looking at it going yes, or some are going no. I kind of feel a little bit of a, I don't know, not so elegant and fancy. I kind of feel more of a bohemian flair with this one, or free, outside, outdoors, kind of nature person, you know. I don't think I'm looking in the right envelopes. I'm sorry, I'm taking too long. I apologize. I have got way too many people. Too many pictures. Oh, she's cute. Too blue. Oh, she's pretty. Isn't that baby pretty? I love that picture so much. Yep, I'm not seeing the right one here, guys. Oh, here's some smaller ones. That's actually more what I was looking for, was my smaller ones here. Let me see. She would look good. I told you guys when I pick out these pictures, a lot of times I choose them by the way they make me feel when I'm looking at the project, kind of what I'm seeing in the mood of the theme of whatever I'm working on. Well, that one looks nice. But also the tone with the background, because I can change the tone to a certain extent, but it's, you know, certain ones just like this would clash to me. It doesn't look good. But it's the tone of the picture, you know, the coloring, the backdrop of the picture. I think I'm going to put her. Oh, I wish I could hear you guys. Which one? I'm going to do her. And I'm going to hurry. Oh, I have such a mess to clean up here on the desk, you guys. I get it cleaned and then I mess it up again. I get it cleaned and then I mess it up again. Okay, let's see here. I do love my butterflies, you know that. Huh, guys? I love to have the butterflies. Let's see what's over here. Oh, I actually have an empty one of these. What do you know? No, that doesn't go at all. Nor does that. Oh, I have one left of this little one that way. Okay. Time is it? Time for me to be done. That's what time it is. You know what? I was thinking. This lace. I have another piece. That's too bright. Here we go. I don't know, you guys. No, it's not working for me. There we go. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm overthinking, and that's the problem. I get nervous when I know I'm running out of time. And I definitely start to overthink things. So, let's see here. This little guy's nose is, or the top of his, like right here, is coming apart from the colored paper. I can get him on there. There we go. Oopsie. All right. So I hope you enjoyed today's Save Your Cash, Use Your Stash, and that you try these out. I think that you might find They make some really pretty little backgrounds for your journal cards, pockets, tags, belly bands, even journal covers if you do them on a big enough sheet of paper. So God bless you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.